Hello students, once again, I welcome you to the story of the Tiger King. In the previous video, I completed here only that the Tiger King was very eager to kill the 100th tiger and desperate for it. Because he was unable to get the 100th tiger, so he was becoming very angry and was losing his temper. Day and night, the same thought of killing the 100th tiger was there in his mind. And he also remembered the astrologer's prediction that he must be very careful with the 100th tiger. He might be able to kill 99 tigers very successfully, but he must be very wary while killing the 100th tiger. So he remembered this thing, and he was determined that he will see to it that he definitely kills the 100th tiger. Now, one day, the news came to the Maharaja when he had lost almost all hope of getting that last tiger. A news came to him that sheep from a nearby village were missing. This was a very good news. Sheep were missing, means some wild animals was present there, and the villagers of that village came and informed the Tiger King that they had seen a tiger in the jungles of that adjoining in the jungles of that village. Tiger King was very happy to get the news, and in his, you can say, in his state of happiness, he asked the Diwan that this announcement should be made that the villagers of this village, they were exempted to pay the land tax for 3 years. He exempted their land tax for 3 years because he was very happy to get that news from the villagers. But many days passed away. The tiger could not be found. Tiger King was gradually becoming very restless, very anxious, very worried, because the last tiger, the 100th tiger, could not be found. One day, and he lost his mental peace, and he got so angry with his people, with his officers, with his ministers, that he fired many of his officers and ministers. He fired them. And one day, he got so angry with the villagers who had given them that news that he told his Diwan that he should double the land tax of that particular village. Because he was very angry with the villagers, he thought they had given him a false news. Now, when the Diwan got this order, he tried to make the Tiger King understand that if we double the land tax, it will be a great burden for the villagers, and the villagers might feel discontented. In that case, they might complain about him. And the Indian National Congress was very active during that time. The kingdom might fall in the hands of the Indian National Congress. But Tiger King was not ready to listen to any sort of advice. He was not in that state of mind. At that time, he was not in that state of mind to listen to any advice of the Diwan. He told the Diwan that if he cannot carry on with his order, he will also fire him. The Diwan got frightened, but one thing became very clear to the Diwan, that if the Tiger King do not get the 100th tiger soon to kill, then he may not retain his job. So the Diwan made up his mind to make arrangement for the 100th tiger. What arrangement he made? He bought a tiger from a park in Madras. He bought that tiger and he kept that tiger hidden in his house. At night, he and his wife took the tiger, put the tiger in their car, drove the car to the nearby jungle and set the tiger free. Now this particular tiger was a very old tiger, and Kalki once again here has presented this particular instance of the Diwan taking the tiger, setting it free in the jungle in a very humorous manner. What he has written? The writer has written that at first the tiger refused to get inside the car. Finally, the Diwan, he was old, his wife was also an old lady. Finally, when the Diwan and his wife managed to push it inside the car, after reaching the jungle, the tiger refused to come out of the car. The Diwan and his wife, they had to haul it out of the car. Finally, they let it free in the jungle. The Tiger King was roaming in the same jungle in search of the 100th tiger. So the very next day, the Tiger King and this tiger that had been brought by the Diwan from a park in Madras, they were standing face to face with each other. Now, if a beast finds it, their instinct tells them when they find a hunter in front of them to run away. But this tiger, instead of running away, because it was too old, it did not have the strength to run away, instead of running away, as if surrendered in front of the Tiger King. And the Tiger King was very happy to get that beast, so he immediately shot at the beast. And the tiger fell down at the place and was dead. Tiger King now was overjoyed. He did not have the patience or the time to go and see near the tiger whether it was really dead or not. He was so overjoyed, he immediately left the jungle and he ordered his hunters and other people to make a very big procession and bring the dead body of the tiger to the city, to the town of Pratibandhapuram. The hunters went near the tiger. The moment they went near the tiger was looking at them with very surprising eyes. The tiger was baffled. The hunters got scared. The hunters could see that the tiger was not dead. The tiger was alive. So what had actually happened? The tiger was so old that when the Tiger King shot at him, the bullet missed him, missed his body. And the tiger actually fainted, became unconscious after hearing the sound of the bullet being fired. And the Tiger King thought that the tiger was dead. Now the hunters were frightened to inform the king that the tiger was not dead. They thought that the king might get angry at them. The king might think, how dare they inform him that he was unsuccessful in killing the 100th tiger. So one of the hunters took an aim at the tiger and killed it. And then the dead body was taken to the town of Pratibandhapuram. Tiger King was very happy to think that now he was completely safe. Now, after killing the 100th tiger, Tiger King felt very relieved. He was in a very relaxed state of mind. And now he turned his attention towards his family. By that time he had become a father. He had his son. And he turned his attention towards his son. He decided to give time to his son because till then he was completely engaged in his adventure or in his mission of killing 100 tigers. Now it so happened that it was the Tiger King's son's birthday. It was the 3rd birthday of his son. The Tiger King wanted to give a special gift to his son on his birthday. So he went to the market. He visited many shops, very big shops they were, but he did not find anything worth to give to his son. Finally, he found a wooden tiger made by a very unskilled carpenter. But he liked that wooden tiger a lot. He wanted to give that tiger only to his son as a gift on his 3rd birthday. That tiger was a very cheap tiger, but the carpenter was very clever. He thought that he might be punished by the Tiger King if he tells the real price of the wooden tiger. The real price of the wooden tiger was only 2 annas and a quarter, but he asked for a very huge price from him, and he asked 300 rupees for it. Why this particular thing has been mentioned over here by the writer Kalki? You know, it has been mentioned, the price has been mentioned over here in order to show that this is you can say a belief among the rich people, or rather if you have money, that doesn't mean that you have a very good choice. Many people are very rich, but their choice is very poor, their taste is very poor. The Tiger King was a rich person, he was a king, but he could not distinguish between a cheap toy and an expensive toy. He could not distinguish between a skilled carpenter, and he could not distinguish between a skilled person and an unskilled person. A toy made by an unskilled person for him appeared to be a gift worth to be presented to his son. To emphasize on this fact, this price, particular topic of the price has been mentioned over here. Anyways, the Tiger King purchased that wooden tiger and gifted it to his son. And then the son and father, they started playing with the tiger. Now the tiger, that wooden tiger was not well polished. There were slivers, tiny slivers were there on the body of the wooden tiger. And one of those slivers pierced into a finger, in one finger of the Tiger King. At that time he did not pay any attention to it. He simply pulled it out and threw it away. But the very next day, that small injury became very severe. His entire hand became infected. His entire hand became infected, and his right hand rather. It was his right hand, the whole right hand got infected, and it was full, the wound was so full, became full of pus. Now there was no other option but to go for surgery. So 3 doctors from Madras were called to operate on his hand. The doctors operated, But the Tiger King could not be saved. The Tiger King passed away. Finally, it was the 100th tiger, not a live tiger, but an inanimate tiger took his life. But finally, the prediction of the chief astrologer turned out to be true. The Tiger King died because of a tiger only. So this is the end of the story. I hope you have understood it.